What's up and welcome, guys. You are now tuned in with one of a kind mentoring. Today, guys, we're going to be going into the topic of it's going to save a lot of people's lives. This is actually meant for younger men, but this will actually be very helpful for adults as well. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to effectively brush your teeth. I know that might sound like something pretty simple, but there's a lot of tips and things that especially younger kids, they really just don't understand, so I'm gonna go through it. Okay, first of all, what you want to do is you want to get your toothbrush. Now, before most people to just put the toothpaste on it and then just go straight in. What I advise is first you want to make sure you run the water over the bristles, so they'll start getting softer. You want them to be soft because some of y'all, I'm not gonna necessarily call it gingivitis, but some of you guys just might have bad gums, so your toothbrush and bristles will still be hard from the last time you use it. So if you go straight in and brush it and you got bad gums or gingivitis, your gums will be like bleeding all over the place, right? So you don't want to do that. So you want to make sure it's wet, make sure it gets soft, right? And then you want to actually put the toothpaste on the toothbrush, right? And before I go into that, make sure you get a quality toothbrush. If you're not financially able, then you got to do what you got to do. But try to get a toothbrush, that kind of looks something similar like this, that has a grip and stuff like that. Kind of a high tech, just so it can get in the crevices, like all up in your mouth and between your teeth and stuff like that, basically, right? So now I almost showed the whole toothpaste. I really didn't want to give this company any clout off of me because they're not paying me, so I'm not going to actually show what kind of toothpaste I use unless they're paying me. So maybe one day, right? All right, so as soon as you get the bristles real wet, you want to go ahead and you want to put your toothpaste actually on it. Now that's about regular right there. When you're putting toothpaste on your toothbrush, you want to remember, you want to keep the mentality of safe than sorry. So you always would rather have more toothpaste on your toothbrush than not enough, right? Okay. So, and the type of toothpaste you use as well, you want to try to get some kind of a branded toothpaste, because if you try to go cheap, you know what I mean? Like it might not give you what you really need. So basically what you want to do, man, is you want to, after you've already wet the bristles, you put the toothpaste on it, then you want to go under the water again, just to kind of loosen up the toothpaste and everything. So when you brush your teeth, see, a common myth that a lot of people think is that it doesn't matter how you brush your teeth. Some people brush in circles, some people like brush slanted, like all over the place and something like that. So me personally, I like to go in circles and do stuff like that, and all that. But what you really want to stick to is making sure you're hitting that gum line. So you want to make sure you're going vertical all over a couple times before you start doing all that all around brushing and stuff like that, okay? So you're brushing your teeth, right? Make sure you hit that gum line, man. You got to make sure you hit the gum line, because it's a lot of plaque and stuff under there and stuff that you just want to get to. So you're brushing, right? Okay, all right. So you want to make sure you get the front of your whole grill, and then you want to get behind your grill, right? So don't just brush the front of your teeth, man. You know what I mean? You got to get behind there, right? So, and then a big tip that a lot of people need to know is that a lot of people really don't focus on is your back tooth. Show a lot of love to your back tooth and your back teeth, because basically what happens is a lot of people, they scrubbing hard, they brushing their teeth real good. They're actually doing a good job, right? But if you neglect those back teeth in the back of your mouth, especially the ones on the bottom, see what happens is you go around and you think your breath is smelling good, you brush your teeth, what's the big deal, right? But what's actually happening is when you're talking and you're having these passionate conversations, man, you got a lot of passion coming from up out of your chest, man. It's going to be like real hot. It's going to be real warm. Then it's going to hit your throat, and then it's going to go through. But when it goes through, it's going to pass through those teeth that you really didn't get, you know what I'm saying? And so it's gonna come out with like a funk, you know what I mean? And then you're gonna get like a label of like having like bad breath and stuff like that. Listen, man, you don't want to get that label of having bad breath. I mean, I guess everybody must have a bad day or something like that here and there, man, but you don't want to get that stigmatism on you, man. You never want to do that. So key tips, make sure you get those back teeth. You got to make sure you get them, man. Scrub them real good. Make sure you got a quality toothbrush, you know, and all that, quality toothpaste. Spend some time on your teeth. Another thing I want to talk about is there's levels to breath. Some people have like a regular normal breath, you know, in the morning, you know, you have like a tart, just like a breath type smell to your breath. And then there's actually a second level where, you know, people have more of like a funk, you know, to their breath, man. Kind of like collard greens, like not really old collard greens, but you know, just kind of like that kind of funk. So people like that, you know, maybe you need to brush your teeth twice a day. You know, maybe you need to use a stronger toothpaste or something like that. Another tip, you know, if you know you got strong breath, maybe while you're brushing your teeth, you should actually pour some mouthwash into your mouth while you're actually brushing and, you know, you're scrubbing your teeth, you know, and that can help too as well. Another thing people neglect is your tongue. Brush your tongue, man. Make sure you're brushing your tongue, you know. And then back to the levels of breath, like that third level, man, you ever been around somebody that really, you know, you can tell, man, they take care of themselves, they dress nice, you know, they got a nice upkeep, seem like they're taking care of their hygiene, but when it comes to the breath, man, it's just, you know, it's unbelievable. What's going on with that is like you might have that abnormal breath, man, where, you know, hey, man, you might need to brush your teeth maybe 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to joke or anything, but, you know, some people just have like a strong breath, like you have like a very toxic smell that comes out of your breath. What I would suggest is maybe, you know, man, sometimes you just have to go to the dentist, man, see what's going on with you, man. Maybe something's off, you know, something, you know, is imbalanced about yourself or something like that, man. But yeah, definitely, man, you want to make sure you take care of that. Especially people with this toxic type breath, you want to make sure that you keep like gum or like some spray, man. Even if you don't have toxic breath, you want to make sure you keep something around that you can just spray, you know, just to make sure you have a fresh smell in your mouth or something like that. You know, it makes people, I mean, when you have bad breath, man, people don't want to be around you, man. They want to have a social distancing conversation with you, you know. And sometimes if you have that third caliber of breath, even if you social distancing the 6 feet, man, that breath's still gonna come through and smack you in the face, man. So you got to be careful about that. And another one of my personal tips that I came up with, that I discovered while I'm brushing my teeth, while I got my toothbrush in my mouth, you actually want to like huff around the toothbrush, like. What that does, I'm not sure what it's called, but it like gives like your mouth like more of like a minty feeling, like, you know what I mean? Just have that minty fresh feeling to your mouth, you know what I mean? But and definitely make sure you guys floss as well. Now, I'm not gonna front, like I don't floss every day, but it's definitely a great habit to form, man. It's a positive habit. So basically, man, just make sure you're brushing your teeth, fellas. You don't want to get the reputation of having bad breath and stuff like that. Take care of yourself, have pride in yourself. And pretty much that's it, man. This is One Oak signing out. One of a kind mentoring. If you need any help or anything, man, I'm doing virtual consultations and things like that for very cheap. So just shoot me an email, and y'all guys have a great day, man. A great blessed day. Thank you.